Good afternoon. Let me go ahead and call this special meeting of the Rio Grande City Gruya Independent School District meeting to order. It is now 12:02. It's Friday, July 8th, 2022. It is 12:02 p.m. and we're located at 1 South Fort Ringgold, Rio Grande City, Texas, at the RGCGISD Face Center. For purposes of roll call and to determine that we have a quorum, let me go ahead and take roll call. Mr. Elizardo Velasquez Jr.
Present.
Mr. John A. Pope IV.
Present.
Mr. Noe Castillo.
Present.
Mr. Basilio D. Varela Jr.
Present.
Mr. Jay Peña.
Present remotely.
Thank you, Jay. And myself, Eddie Ramirez, present. Let the minutes reflect that we do have a quorum to proceed. Section 2, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Castillo, will you help us with the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Castillo.
Yes, sir.
Section 3, action items. Action item number 1, consider and take possible action on reimbursable expenses for the Warren Group Architects Incorporated for Performing Arts Center. Do I have any discussion or a motion on item number 1?
Mr. President, I move that we approve item 1, 2, and 3 as presented in our board packet.
There's a motion by Mr. Varela to approve items 1 through 3. Is there a second to that motion?
A second.
Second by Mr. Pope. Is there any discussion required on either of those items?
I'll abstain from 1 and 2.
Okay. Mr. Castillo will be abstaining to items 1 and 2. Any discussion required on items 1, 2, or 3? There being none, I'm going to call for the vote. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. Motion passes with a vote of 5 votes in favor, 1 abstention to item 1 and 2 by Mr. Castillo. Item 3 passes unanimously. Item number 4, consider and take possible action on requisitions $5,000 and over. Do I have any discussion or a motion on item 4?
Mr. President, I move that we approve item 4 as presented in our board packet with the addendum that was just given to it.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Varela. Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Castillo. I will just add that I think there's 5 items on there. Mr. Guerra, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's 5 different campuses. I think there was over $80,000 that were paid for school supplies. Is that correct?
That is correct, and it's coming from the ESSER funds.
Any further discussion or questions for Mr. Guerra on item number 4? There being none, all those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign, motion carries. Item number 5, consider and take possible action on awarding the following bids. There are a few bids and 1 request for productions. Bid number 2301, office and instructional supplies, catalog bid. Bid number 2302, office furniture, catalog bid. Bid number 2303, classroom furniture, catalog bid. Bid number 2304, copy paper. RFP number 2305, Joe R. Sanchez parking lot and adjacent areas payment overlay. And bid number 23-06, re-roofing of barracks number 4, Fort Ringgold. Do I have a motion or any discussion on item number 5?
Mr. President, I move that we approve item bid 2301, 2302, 2303, 2304. And let's start with those bids. I move that we approve those bids.
Okay, so item number 5, there's a motion by Mr. Varela to approve item 5 in particular. Bid-
Item from
Sorry.
2301 to 2304.
Okay, so the bid 2301, 02, 03, 04 of item number 5. So
Second.
there's a second by Mr. Castillo. All those in favor with regards to those particular bids, so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign, motion carries. With regards to RFP 2305 and bid number 2306, is there any discussion or a motion on those particular bids?
What is the recommendation of administration on this?
Yes, sir. On bid 23-05, George Sanchez Stadium parking lot and adjacent areas payment overlay, administration is recommending the base bid, sir. And Chris has a handout for you there on the parking paving area. This is the George Sanchez Stadium. Bid number 1 included the George Sanchez Stadium parking area, plus the one right in front of the athletic director's office, plus as you all remember, that we're having issues with the sewer lines. They've caved in and they're clogged, so we need to replace it. So this includes the replacement of the sewer line as well. That is base bid number 1. And you have the recommendation there of going with the lowest bid. The lowest bid is at $226,128.75 with the first vendor there. That is the base bid, sir. We had an alternate, and you see the cleanup fee and then the completion time and the total price. The total price included an alternate. The alternate was the parking area that we utilize at all the different football games and graduations between the football field and the baseball field. And that was an alternate, but it came up, quite high.
And the second bid was about $60,000 more.
Yes, sir. So base number one, the lowest bid for base one, looking at the first column.
Correct.
The first row, is what we're going with.
Okay.
With that said, I move that we take administration recommendation and approve administration recommendation on RFP 2305.
Okay, with regards to RFP 2305, of item number 5, there's a motion by Mr. Varela. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Second by Mr. Velazquez. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. Motion carries. We have the last remaining bid, number 2306, re-roofing of barracks number 4, Fort Ringgold. Do I have a motion or any discussion with regards to that particular bid?
Again, before we start, what is the recommendation of administration on that one?
Okay, on this one, we're also looking at lowest bid here, sir. And as you look at, and here we are looking, Chris, at the total price, correct?
Yes.
For the
that is
roofing
correct.
project. No addendums here. All right, so the total bid price, the lowest bid came in at $354,000.
Yeah, but that is for lifetime. My question, the problem I have is, what is lifetime, Mr. Garza, what is lifetime shingles? And 30 years from now, who are we supposed to charge the lifetime shingles to?
That's
And is the company even going to be in existence?
Can you go to the microphone, sir, because
Yeah.
it's been recorded? Thank you.
So the public can hear you too, Mr.
I
Velazquez.
just, well, let me turn it around, sir. On the shingles, just the price of the shingles, isn't 30,000 what it would cost us just to put the shingles again today or not?
The $30,000 is the difference between the $25,000 shingle, the 25-year shingle and the lifetime shingle. That's the price difference between one shingle and the other.
So the shingles we have a 25-year warranty. The ones we're gonna, the ones on the base bid.
The base bid shingles have
25-year
a
warranty.
25-year warranty, yes.
So
sir.
do you really think 30 years from now, we're gonna know who sold us the shingles?
No, sir. No. How long are we going to be here? How long are you going to be a board member?
Sir, 25 years from now, we're not gonna be here, sir, not you.
Me neither, sir. Me neither. But,
So I don't understand why we
I
need to
hope
spend
to
an
be.
extra $30,000 on lifetime shingles, because in 25 years, is the company gonna be here? Are they gonna know who are we supposed to say, hey,
No.
the shingles? And my thing is that $30,000, I think, represents what the cost of the shingles is right now, if we were just to put shingles.
Yes, sir.
So they're basically charging us double the amount
Yes,
for
sir.
lifetime shingles, but like I say, 25 years from now, is there gonna have any idea who put those shingles and where
No,
to get them or stuff?
And they have a lot of limitations. Once they go through the limitations, you may not qualify for a lifetime warranty anyway. So there's all kinds of stuff
So
on it.
basically, like, for example, if a hail falls on them, they don't qualify, I would imagine, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a tornado comes and pulls them off,
So
it's a natural disaster.
I'm gonna recommend that we go with a base bid without the lifetime shingles.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's fine.
Because
sorry.
30 years from now, sir,
Yeah.
maybe Mr. Pope's gonna be alive, but we're not.
Hey, yo también. I hope to be here too. Okay, so,
Administration does recommend the base bid,
okay,
which
so,
is $324,000.
but, okay, the motion was, can you repeat the motion, Mr. Varela?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I move that we approve 2306 on the base bid of $324,000 without the lifetime warranty shingles.
Got it.
Well,
Okay.
what is the actual warranty?
25 years.
25 years. Oh, okay.
The warranty is on the material only, not on the labor. The
Yeah,
labor
but
is
right
only-
now, the shingles have 25-year warranty, right?
That is correct.
Compared to a lifetime.
Pope, you and Nettie are gonna be here.
I'll be here.
Eleazar will be here too.
I'm still a board member.
That's to be determined. All right, okay. Any further discussion required? There being none, all those in favor, I'm sorry, did I get that? There was a motion by Mr. Varela, was there a second to that motion?
Second.
Second by Mr. Castillo. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Gus. Item number 6, consider and take possible action on proposal for the RGCGISD Joe R. Sanchez Stadium press box. Is there any motion or discussion on item number 6?
I move that we approve item 2305 RFP as whatever the recommendation of administration.
Okay. There's some, that's item
No.
6? I think you're confusing that one.
Yeah, no, we already finished.
We finished that
Okay.
one. We're item
Oh,
6.
Sorry. Whatever, yeah, okay, and item 6, I move that we approve item 6 that's presented on our board packet with whatever the administration recommendation is, and what is it?
Mr. Guerra or Mr. Ramirez, either one.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board, Mr. Peña. We got 3 quotes by board vendors, and the lowest quote was from ADP Lemco for the price of $275,971. That was the lowest price.
So my motion is item 6 as recommended by Ray Ramirez, and whatever render he just reviewed.
And Mr. Ramirez, this is coming from the bond series 2021.
That is
funding.
correct, yes.
And if I may, Mr. Ramirez.
Yes, sir.
Board members, Mr. Ramirez also, the only concern that I have, and I made this available through email, is that whenever we get I don't have a problem with the company or anything like that, but when we do the invoice that they sent out that they wanted 50% up front to start, we cannot, as a school district, do that.
Okay,
That
I will
is-
let them know.
So, I mean, again, they have to provide the service,
And they get,
and then they send us an invoice for, we do it with a lot of projects.
Right, and I've told that same thing to other companies we've done business with, that PO serves as a contract, so the PO is good for,
Exactly, but because when I read it, that was my only concern, was I don't approve it if they want 50% up front.
who's the second company?
second
Just out of
company is
And what's the price?
RFS Sports, the price is $315,000.
300 and what?
15.
And the other one?
The other one, it's in my email, I cannot print it out, but it was a little bit higher.
No, the first one, what was
Oh,
the price?
275.
275? Well, so we won't slow up things. Can we just make a motion to approve, either, like he says, if the first company is not willing to take 50%, in other words, we can't pay, like Baltazar is saying, for work that hasn't been done.
Correct.
And if they're not willing to do that, then we go to company number 2, I guess. Can we do that?
Yes, you can make that.
Yeah, we can make that move.
Yeah, so in other words, if the first company doesn't want to say, you don't give me the money, I don't want to come back to the board and say, well, let's go to the second company. I want to give the authorization to administration to accept company A or company B. If company A is not willing to do the work and then get paid, and when they want it up front, then we go to company B.
Okay.
Have you dealt with this company before, Rick?
Yes, we have. The same company that got the project for the VIP seats at the stadium, that project has not started due to the delay in material, so they'll start after football season.
Do you foresee an issue with the 50%?
I don't. I don't.
Well, I just want to give them leadway.
Right, I understand.
And the reason, if the company gets stuck on, you don't give me 50%, we go to company B. That way, we don't have to bring it back to the board.
But it's good to know that we've done business with them, and let's hope that it
Yes.
shouldn't be an issue. I mean, because it is $75,000 difference.
Right. And
Yes,
we
sir. Yes, sir.
appreciate that, Mr. Verreal, because we're very close to football season.
Correct.
So if we have to prolong the process, then it's going to run into our season. So thank you, appreciate that.
And I want to make it clear, I don't know any of the companies.
Yes.
But any company that does business with the district, we don't pay upfront.
Correct, understood.
Well, I think
Again,
that's
it's state
general,
law.
but that would be general common sense. How are you going to pay for something that hasn't been done right? Even for one personally, you want to build a house, give me
Well-
50%, then I'll start
Right.
building. No, you build and then we'll give you.
Yeah, I could see a situation where it's something that was specifically developed for the school district. For example, if we had a student that needed a specialized helmet for whatever reason, and it had to be adapted to that student, and they say, look, we won't start working on the project until you pay us half,
Yeah.
because it was specially designed. But normally we don't do that. It's just very rare that we would do that.
Makes sense?
Understood.
Are those conditions set to the other bids as well?
Yes,
So-
we
so
never
like-
pay
so like the
50%.
construction on that one as well?
Everything.
Okay.
They start, and we normally have a schedule. Once you've done 25% of the work, we pay you 20%. And then once you've done 50%, we pay you 40%. We always try to keep at least a 10% retainage, so we don't pay exactly what they've done, but we do that. And as soon as they invoice us, and we check off, and our architect or the engineer checks off, then we pay them. So somebody has to sign off on it to make sure that it is 25 or 50% or 90% or substantially complete, then, but we always keep a retainage.
It's like, I know Mr. Garza says 30% of the project's complete, we pay 30%.
That's correct.
But I know that when they pay for the materials, we have the materials on site. That's the way it normally works. You got the materials that are on site, you can pay for them.
Right.
But the materials are still out there? No. But if they're on site, I know we've done that in the past, but the materials are on site. Okay, that's my
Okay,
motion.
any further discussion on item 6? All right, is there a second to Mr. Varela's motion?
Second.
Second by Mr. Velazquez. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign, motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Item number 7, consider and take possible action on approving geotech services for RGCGISD Performing Arts Center. Do I have a motion, any discussion on item number 7?
I move that we approve item 7 as recommended by administration.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Varela. There's a second to that motion? Well,
What's the
good.
recommendation by administration?
The recommendation, sir, is going with the lowest bid. This is for the Performing Arts Center. That is the next phase, is to start the soil testing. And we had 3 bids come in, or 3 quotes, should I say?
You wanna-
Sure, go ahead.
You can approach me, miss.
Good afternoon. For the record, I'm your architect, Laura Warren, with the Warren Group Architects. We sent solicitation for proposals to 4 qualified geotechnical engineering companies. The proposal request was based on the recommendations made by your civil engineer, Claudio Hinojosa, and Simon Solorio, the structural engineer. The request was for 4 borings at 50 feet depth, 1 boring at 20 feet, and 5 borings for the side or asphalt area at 5 feet depth. The companies we approached was Terracon, Rabba Kisner, Meg Engineers, and B2C Engineering. We received 3 responses. Meg Engineering at $36,893, B2C Engineering at $22,750, and Rabba Kisner at, I think, $13,000. I have it here.
13,550.
Yes, which they're all the lowest bidder. They all have certified engineers and the equipment to be able to provide you qualified services. We have worked with all companies quite well.
So we're taking the lowest bid, basically.
We recommend that,
Okay,
yes.
and the lowest bid is who?
Rabba Kisner, sir?
By
That's fine.
a significant,
Yes,
significant lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're comparing apples to apples, so.
Okay. Any further questions for Ms. Warren? No? All right, there's a motion by Mr. Varela. Was there a second to that motion?
Second.
Second by Mr. Pope. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand.
I'll abstain from that.
Okay, there's, with a vote of 5 in favor with 1 abstention by Mr. Castillo, motion passes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The board will now convene in closed session in accordance with the Texas Open Meeting Act, Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 to 551.076, and 551.082 to 551.084. The time is 12:21. Thank you. We're reconvened back in open session. It is 12:55. Do I have a motion on section 5? I'm sorry, the motion on item A.
Mr. President, I move that we approve item A, B, C, D, and E as discussed in executive session.
There's a motion by Mr. Varela to approve items A through E. Is there a second to that motion? Second by Mr. Castillo. All those in favor so signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. Motion carries. Hereby, the meeting is hereby adjourned. It is 12:55. Let me just say thank you. I know summer vacation for a lot of y'all. Thank you for being here. Secondly, check out the renovations to the fort. You won't be disappointed. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you all for all your help, guys, at the event, and for everybody that's here. I know you were supposed to be off, and y'all went above and beyond like usual, so appreciate everything that y'all done for us.
Thank you.